Welcome again to my YouTube channel. In this channel, we'll be discussing some of the untold stories about how violent apartheid system was. I am going to discuss the question of my being incarcerated in Louis Trichardt prison. Immediately after I had been charged under Suppression of Communism Act, I think of 1950, the Internal Security Act, and under Terrorism Act with two of my comrades. This is my two comrades, it's Chris Make and Blessing Mpila. That was in 1985 when some of us who have been captured by the enemy in Teflop University. Then when we were already charged under this acts, and then we were taken to Petersburg prison, where we stayed for some time. And we were subsequently, during our appearance, we were taken to Louis Trichardt prison. And that was already 1986. We were captured in 1985, and then we started appearing in apartheid courts in 1986. As we were sent to that prison, just to show how bad the system was, we were put in a cell. In this cell, what we started realizing was that there are a lot of things crawling inside this cell. We did not know what exactly was. We then started calling the warders who were outside the guarding, warders who were outside, just to inform them that the cell in which we are put, it is infested with crawling things. And to ourselves, we concluded that this could be bugs. This could be bugs. And then we started now in the dark, collecting them by scraping the floor and getting them, putting them together. What I do not remember is whether we put them in one of our skipper, or we took out the skipper and we put them. But what we started doing when we were not able to see, we were collecting these bags. They were all over our legs. They were on the floor. The warders refused to give us our attention. In fact, they were insulting us as we were calling them. And we also started using words that were not good against them. When we saw that there is no solution, we started singing revolutionary songs in that prison. We sang throughout the night as we were collecting those bags. Fortunately, common prisoners who were in their own cells along the area where we were put, they joined us in singing. Those who knew the freedom songs we were singing, they started singing in their own cells, and the whole prison now started singing. It became one of the strategy that we used to challenge apartheid prison conditions of that time. Early in the morning when we woke up and we knew our legal representatives will be coming, we put those bags in a place where we could show them that we have been put in a bag infested cell. And then we then were taken out by in the presence of our legal representatives, and then we then showed them the bags that we were put in, and then our legal representatives started discussing with those they were discussing with in order to resolve the problem of the cell which we were put in. And as we showed our legal representatives these bags, it was like, how is it humanly possible for some human beings to put other human beings in a cell they infested with knowing bugs? Then we went out to the court, and then immediately after we had concluded the court process in the magistrate offices, we were taken back to the Louis Trichardt prison. As we entered the prison premises, common prisoners saw us and they started ululating from the windows of their own cells. We found that the prison had brought a company that was fumigating and changing clothes, changing blankets, not only in our cell, but they were fumigating and changing blankets in various cells in the prison. When we went to our cell, we found our cell very clean. We were given new carpets, sisal carpets, which we were using to sleep on. We were given new donkey blankets, which was a custom to use donkey blankets during that time for prisoners, including political prisoners. And then from that day, warders and prisoner and prison authorities started treating us with respect. They started greeting us like human beings. They started even the type of food had changed, because we were able to challenge the inhuman conditions for apartheid prison or prisons in 1986. Why are we bringing this for everyone to know? It is because there are people today who still think that this liberation, these few rights that have been given through negotiations, which in fact did not change any material conditions of the majority of people among the African people, these rights did not come in a platter. These rights were fought for. No matter how small they are, and no matter, that very few of the African people have tested, the rights that have been given by this struggle. We want to inform those that today still think that these rights just came without any effort. And that, like those who went before us, who challenged apartheid outside the prison and inside the prison, then I am trying to say, though we have gained whatever little rights that we have gained, the conditions of the African people remain completely not good. That unless contradictions of apartheid and vestiges of that violent society are removed, the struggle for our people will continue as it was before, irrespective of who is in power. This is what happened in Louis Trichardt prison, that I want to share with you that it was not good. It was bad. Those who like this video, they must be able to subscribe and indicate that they like this video, and that we will be bringing more of experiences that we had during apartheid, so that the future generation is able to know the history better, spoken by those who had been in action, than explained by those who heard from other people. Thank you very much. Like this video, subscribe, so that we can be able to see that these videos are opening up where people have not been aware about this apartheid tyranny. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.